Show me a man or a woman that is in love, and I will show you a man or a woman that is blind. Love, they say, is blind. Not physical blindness, though, but when you're in love, there are a lot of things that you don't see, there are a lot of flaws that you don't see in your partner. So, in this video, we'll be telling you some honest questions that you need to ask yourself and also ask your partner before jumping into marriage.
Love is not enough to sustain a marriage.
Yeah, love is not enough to sustain a marriage.
So sit back, relax as we go into this video, and also do not forget to subscribe. Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. And if this is your first time on this channel, please subscribe. I promise you are going to love you're going to love this channel. You're going to love the content. Here we are one family, one big family. You know, you're just going to love everything about this channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, we love you. Okay, so thank you so much for stopping by again. Don't forget to subscribe, share this video, comment. Okay, give these videos out to your friends, your family, and everyone. So the first question you should ask your partner is family. Ask them about their family dynamic. Understand their take on everything as regards family, because you're not just marrying just your partner. Like, I'm not just marrying just him, I'm marrying everything about him, his family and everything. So you're not just getting married to just your partner, you're getting married to the family. Some people have this thing of, okay, when it's festivity, when it's Christmas, when it's Thanksgiving, when it's New Year, we have to travel to the village to be with the family, that's the extended family and everything. And that may not necessarily be your belief or your own state of, So ask your partner before you get married to him or her, like, is that what are you a family person? What's your family dynamic? Understand where it's coming from as regards family, because you may be the kind of person that, oh, Christmas, you just want to be with your own nuclear family, that's you, your husband, or you and your wife, and then your kids, and then your partner is the opposite of that. Okay, so that's one question you should ask your partner. Understand their background, understand your family, your partner's upbringing also.
Very important question you need to ask your partner before getting married is the area of children. Now, do you both want children? Yes, 99% want children.
Okay. Not everybody wants kids.
Not everybody wants kids, but 99% will say yes, of
they
course.
Want kids.
We're getting married for procreation, or what do they call it?
To have kids.
To have kids. You get, so you need to ask, and then when I mean when, is it immediately you get married, or 6 months after you get married, or a year, or 2 years later? Everybody have what they want for themselves. The guy can have a different point of view, the lady can have a different point of view. It's better you could come to a term of agreement before jumping into marriage, not when you get married and you be telling her, please, I don't want you to have children now. No, you need to sort that out before you get into marriage. Then how many children do you want? Yeah, so that's a very vital question. How many children do you want? Do you want 2? Do you want 3? Do you want 4? I know some people that before they get married, they say they want 5 kids, but after they get married, they end up having 2. Why? Because they can't see their wife going through labor pain. I can't see you going through this pain. Let's just have 2 and leave it there. So that one also has its own way people look at it. So these are very important and key questions that you need to ask. You might feel they are not important, but seriously, when you get into marriage, you will see that I was supposed to have actually asked you this before we get into.
You should ask your partner is the financial aspect. You should ask your partner, okay, what's the percentage we'll be saving monthly? Is your partner, does your partner, I believe everybody should definitely save monthly. So what percentage should you save monthly? What percentage do you want to spend monthly? What percentage do you want to send out in terms of giving maybe your family, that's the extended family and everything? You should ask all of those questions. Ask concerning joint account. Do you want to have a joint account with your partner, or do you want to do your own thing? Do you people want to you want to split bills like 50-50, or you just you're handling this aspect and your partner is handling this aspect. So you should just talk about the financial aspect. How do you want to run your finances at home? Do you want us to do joint account? Do you want to, or do you want to be the man whereby you're the one taking care of everything and then your wife is just saving her money? Okay, so do you want that? Do you want that also, or no? You want to just do joint account? So those are the questions you should ask, especially the investment and saving part. How many percent do you want to save? How many percent do you want to invest? And everything, how many percent do you want to spend monthly? Also, then in terms of giving to other people, also, will you take? Are you people going to have a relationship whereby, okay, before you take money, you let me know. Before you give out money, you let me know, or you just, okay, you spend, you just go to the joint account and you can take. Or so those are just some of the questions you should ask yourself in terms of finance.
Another very important question you need to ask your partner before getting to marriage is concerning the religious belief. Now, everybody is a Christian, everybody is a Christian, but
Everybody's not a Christian. We're saying everybody's a Christian because we are Christian and this is a Christian.
the way every Christian views some certain kind of things is quite different. Some people don't take morning devotion serious. Okay, you can get married now and you wake your partner up in the morning. Let's have devotion.
And she
Is
will say,
there?
I'm not a money
I'm
person.
not a money person. You get. So a lot of people don't really believe in that. They believe in just probably when they are going out, they just say a word of prayer and then. But
Father,
see,
thank you
having
for
that
today.
personal this thing like they're
That
not there.
family.
Okay. Other areas too that has to do with money in terms of giving to God. I don't want to go into that area, but you need to also understand that what your partner believe about that. In terms of also sowing seeds in church, okay, you also need to know what your partner believe about that also, so that you don't start having issues. Those are little things that start bringing up other big issues ministry wise, for those that are potential pastors. I've heard a lot of women complain that I got married to a businessman and all of a sudden my husband is telling me he wants to be pastor. I don't want to be a pastor's wife. You understand? I don't want to be a pastor's wife. So you need to ask your partner, especially for the guys now. If God is calling you into ministry, you need to talk to your wife, and that's your wife to be rather, and tell her that, see, for this period of time, I might be pursuing career, but there's a part of ministry coming later. So if the part of ministry come, if God calls me, are you willing to be a pastor's wife? Are you willing to leave whatever you are doing and focus on full-time ministry? So you need to also ask those questions so that you don't look as if God is a God of confusion, whereby you couldn't settle that aspect before getting.
Another question you should ask your partner is, how ambitious are you? You need to understand your partner's ambitious level. Some guys, some men are they just want to just love their wife and take care of their children and provide the normal basic needs, and that's it. They don't want to be Elon Musk. They don't want to own the entire world. Okay, while some women are just okay with just taking care of their husband, taking care of their children, and just probably just owning one boutique on their estate, or not even doing any business basically just taking care of their family. Okay, so you need to also ask each other, like you need to know each other's ambitious level. Are you very ambitious? Because you have to be on the same page ambitious wise. Even if people are not on the same page, you need to understand each other's ambitious level. Some guys are very ambitious, yeah, and some ladies are not so ambitious. And when you see the men so ambitious, they would want to start dragging the woman like, you are not doing anything in this house, you are just there and everything. Why some women are just like they're happy like that. That's what they want. That's what they want for themselves. That's what they want for their life. They don't want to do so much. They don't want to be Elon Musk and all of those stuff. They just, okay. So once people have that conversation about ambitions before marriage, you understand that when you see your wife just, okay, she's going to do school runs and all of those stuff, you know that that's where she finds her peace, that's where she finds her fulfillment. Okay, so you let her be. And then when your husband says, oh, he's the ambitious type, I'm 100% ambitious and everything, you know that, okay, that's where he finds his peace, that's where he finds his fulfillment, and you people can just live together. But when you don't understand, when your husband is coming back from work by, let's say, 7 p.m., 8 p.m., or on weekend is going to work, you cannot understand. You're like, this is weekend, you should be spending time with the family, blah 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 blah. But when you already understand that, this man said he wants to this, he wants to invest in this, he wants to own so and so companies before is so and so years and everything, you already know that, oh, this is it. Okay, so
Pursuing his dream.
it's pursuing his dream. So just you need to have that conversation. I had that conversation with my husband. In fact, he even gave me like a template, everything, all this thing, pattern, everything, vision, what he wants to achieve, everything, and the rest. So you should have that conversation so that people can be on the same page.
And also, even for the ladies, if you know that you don't want to be a housewife, you want to be a career woman. Now there are some ladies that they just want to stay in the house and just give birth and raise their kids. Why there are some women
And
that,
that's fine.
yeah,
That's
it's
very
actually
beautiful.
fine.
It's okay.
And why there are some women that want to stay in the house, give birth, and go to work.
And that's still fine. It's
It's fine.
okay.
So that is you. But the question is your partner okay with that? There are some men that like their wife to just be at home. If you tell them you want to go and work, they tell you no. Anything you want, I'll give it to you. But because you are very, very ambitious, you like to achieve things for yourself and like bring it back home to the family, that's what gives you joy and the rest. Then you are not comfortable with it, and then that's where you see you start having issues. My husband is telling me to stay at home. I don't want to stay at home.
Yeah.
So you need to, come
Understand.
to a level on that with your partner
That's
before
right.
getting married. If your partner will have to compromise his own way, or you have to compromise your own way, but someone has to compromise.
Compromise.
But that decision has to be made
Before the marriage, because with marriage is
It's not be easy.
yeah, it's not be
to
easy.
make that
Then
decision.
another question to ask your partner is concerning astros. It looks like a minor thing, but you will just need to ask yourself, like, okay, I know that I did just ask yourself about astros. Oh, we'll be doing the astros. Is it something that it's obligated, that is you that is washing toilets? Is you that is doing sweeping and mopping? Is you that is cooking? Are you going to be sharing it? Or are you going to leave it for just the woman? Or are you going to leave it for just the man? Or like, you need to ask those questions. Or are you are you are you guys going to go and get help and all of those stuff, house help and the rest, cleaners come and clean for you people? So that is very important. You may look at it like, oh, well, it's just astros now, but as time goes on, it can be a lot, and you just need to have asked that question and know how to deal with it. Okay, so with us, we've actually just been like, we astros, we both do the astros. There's no it's Gina's thing or it's Peter's thing. P cleans, I clean. P cooks, I cook. I cooks. P cooks, I cooks, and I also cook also.
The man can be the one to, you can sweep. If you know how to cook, you can cook. There's
Yeah.
no law or a rule or a regulation written anywhere.
Yeah.
Must be the woman to do this, must be the woman to clean the house or mop the house. You can assist, or you can even tell her, don't worry, I'll be the one doing this. I'll be the one doing the laundry. You just handle other things,
Yeah.
like you get.
So just do what works for you guys. But ask those questions before marriage, okay? Like, just every family has their own. I'm not really saying so much about my family, but I'm just giving you the questions, okay? Because every family have their own, and any which way that works for you. If you decide that it's just the woman doing everything, okay, that's fine. If you decide also that you are sharing it, that's fine. Like my house, we have a rule of we have a rule of, if you notice it, then do it. Like,
Yeah.
if you notice
You
that
enter the kitchen,
and you feel like the kitchen is scattered, then arrange it.
you see it. So
Yeah.
you walk into the room and you see like
The
there's
bed
some
is
clothes,
not
the
laid
bed is
or-
not laid. You lay the
You
bed.
lay the bed.
You don't need to call the other person.
Don't
and
come
clean.
here and say, come and lay.
You've seen it. So what we just do sometimes, you
What?
see it. Everybody go try. So it won't reduce you complaining or talking, because you want to talk.
Yeah.
Why did you do it?
Why did you do it? So most times if I see something that, I just keep quiet down. I just like, I must eat.
Another very important thing a lot of people shy away from discussing before marriage is their past relationship. Okay, dealing with your ex. Now, I know it's not good to start going to the past. No, it's my past. It's
Old
my this.
things
It's
have
my
passed away,
yeah.
old things have become
Okay.
new.
Okay, but you need to understand that this person, like if you have actually decided that this person is a person you want to spend the rest of your life with, it is ideal that the person know about your past relationship because anything can come up in the future. And the person will be like, really? Why didn't you tell me about this? And before you know, a comma or a question mark is coming in,
Yeah,
trust issues start
start
coming in.
coming in.
So if you have probably your ex is still disturbing you or something, or your ex still have feeling for you, but you are done with the person, you're no longer having anything to do with the person, your partner should know. Any relationship you've had in the past before, your partner should know about it. Okay?
Transparency.
Transparency is very, very key. So that even though anything come up in the future and there's somebody coming up to say, oh, I know this girl,
I
I did,
heard this, or
yeah,
I dated, or
or
one
I
thing.
dated something, you say, oh, I'm aware, she told me about it. So
Yeah,
it's easier for you to hear something directly from your partner than for me to hear it from an outsider.
it
The,
reduces the impact.
yeah, it reduces the impact a lot. It reduces the impact a lot. So just make sure you are open, make sure you discuss about it. You know, even tell him why you guys broke up, who broke whose heart, why did the person, if you're the person that broke,
Mhm.
why did you do
Why,
it? Why did you
yeah,
leave?
why did you
It's
leave?
very important that you
It
discuss it.
also helps you to even understand your partner more when you talk about exes and everything. It helps you to understand where they are coming from. Okay, if the person was in a relationship that, oh, they cheated on him or they cheated on her, you can understand where the person is coming from. When the person is being too zugu zugu, you know that, oh, it's because of this. Oh, babe, calm down. You know, and all of this stuff. So, and it also helps you understand that, okay, it helps them also put out every weight and baggage and everything, just lay everything down also, because sometimes some people are coming into a new relationship with whatsoever they had in their previous relationship, so they're coming in with that mindset and everything. But when you talk about your past relationships together, it just helps everything to, settle and everything.
Yeah, another thing again is you should also know when to have this discussion. Like I said, the person you want to get married to, this person has your back. Whatever you tell this person now, the person will not use it against
Against
you.
you.
The person is only going to be for your good. So
Yeah.
that's when you reach such kind of information. There's a people that you use and some information to, they use it to blackmail you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you just know the right time to have that discussion.
Discussion. Like, adding to what you just said, this particular video is for people, questions you ask your partner before marriage.
Yeah.
This is not a first date question. We're going to do another video where we are going to talk about questions to ask during the first date. That's your first dating, that's your first outing, going getting to know each other.
Yeah.
And we're going to do a video about that one. But this one is, the relationship is already matured. The relationship is already ready to marriage. Okay. So this is the questions we're talking about. The question you should ask your partner is, how important is healthy lifestyle to both of you? How important is it? Because some people don't really take health precaution and everything. Some men like to go to the gym, while some women don't like to go to the gym, and some the reverse is the case. So if your wife is not going to the gym and you are going to the gym, you are already saying, this one doesn't want to be fit and everything. So ask all those questions. Thank God for both of us. We both don't go to the gym whatsoever, and nobody is nagging at anybody as that, because we both do not go to the gym. So ask along all those health precautions. Also ask about, even as far as to healthy food, like currently in my family, we have this thing of one sugar a day. That's a week. I mean, one carbonated drink in a week. So if you've taken more than one for that week, you are not taking again. And I'm the police for that. I'm the health
I
police.
used to fall for it. Don't mind that.
I don't know. I'm very.
Really?
Yeah, I'm very
Oh, really?
strict at that. I'm very disciplined. He's the one, like, I saw him before I started this day. I was there. I was like, and see the time. What's the time? Guys, see the time. We're making this video at, phone is not coming up. I want to show them the time around 11 p.m. And he was doing as a carbonated drink. So, well, like I said, ask concerning people's health approach to health, understand each other's approach to health. I wasn't really so health conscious before, but something happened recently in my life, and then I really became very health conscious, especially with sugar intake. So I'm really very about healthy food, healthy living, and everything. So ask those questions before you get married, so that you will not be nagging and be killing the other person. Before we got married, I told him that, see, we are going to be taking one carbonated drink a week, and God is helping us, even if sometimes we are not
Yeah, it's
faithful.
actually very very good. It has actually been helping even
Yeah.
for the man too. It's very very important for your stamina. Too much of sugar is not good for person. Too much of sugar is not good. So just make it how would I phrase it? Just make
Average,
it
average.
average.
And as you are aging, because your health determines how long you will live too. I know we are Christians and we know there's a God factor, but then there are some things that if you do not do intentionally now, you are going to suffer for it when you are older. Okay, if you know that if you want to live long together, if you want to see your grandchildren and your great grandchildren, there are some things you just need to start putting into practice, and some conversation you need to have. I actually sat down to actually have this conversation with him. I'm not just saying this. Before we got married, we sat down, we had this conversation, told him that, okay, because especially when you start approaching 35 and all those age, you need to really take all of these things serious. Like, thank God that he actually doesn't do all those alcohol, smoking, and the rest. But then the sugar was my concern. Sugar was my concern. So those are some of the questions you should ask your partner as regards healthy approach to life. How do you handle conflict? In fact, we're going to do a video about how to handle conflict in relationship. So ask that question, like, how do you handle conflict? Because when people handle conflict, they will not talk to you for days and everything. Then also another question is, how do you deal with stress? Are you the kind of person that just ask, how do you deal with stress? Do you like to just go sleep or whatsoever?
And how do you take off stress?
Yeah,
What do you like to do in your fun time?
on
Okay, for
time.
the guys, some will tell you I like to go sit out with my friends. Some will tell you I like to see a football match. Some will tell you I just like to take a stroll. Some will tell you I just want to take a nap. Some will tell you
Yeah,
I just want to be alone.
alone,
Alone. You
alone.
get so
Yeah,
everybody has a way they take off stress.
stress.
And some will tell you I just want to go to Jerusalem and that the stress is gone. So that's everybody has a way to take off stress. So
Oh my
that's
God,
just it. So
really? Well, I just hope they don't understand what Jerusalem means. Okay, okay. So another thing is alone time. Everybody likes to have alone time, and ask them, how many hours do you want to be staying alone? How many time? Like, just ask them about alone time, because everybody wants to just once in a while have space. Me, I'm a very clingy person. I don't need to allow this person have alone time. If he's in the room, or if he's in the sitting room and then I'm in the room, I'll be like, why did you leave me in the room? I left you in the room. I went to the parlor. What if something come and catch me? So just ask all of those questions, because there are some guys that just want to be alone. They just want to think and everything. And I know there was one of a friend I discussed with one time, and then she was like, she likes to think. Like, she would have her own room separate. Her husband will have his own room separate. Okay, so there are some people that are like that. They just want to be able to think. They just want to be able to plan and everything. So ask all of those questions. Maybe you have anything to add to this?
okay, so generally what we're just trying to say is that when you meet someone for the first time, when you're about to get married to somebody, everybody is trying to impress himself. You're trying to impress her, she's trying to impress you. There are some things that she will do to you, you overlook. There are some things that you will do to her, she will
She
overlook
overlooked because of love.
because of love. When you get into the main thing, when the person starts doing those things, you will discover that, I thought I really love this person. I thought as I love you, I also love your flaws. But man, there are some things that love cannot handle.
Yeah.
Like love cannot sustain a home for a long time. It can sustain it maybe probably for the first 3 years, for the first 4 years. But as time goes on, you understand that love cannot sustain a home. There are
Love
other
alone.
things, yeah, love alone. There are other things that needs to be put in place. Okay, so that's where your tolerance level comes in. A lot of things have to start coming into play. This will yield forth positive results if you guys had settled it before jumping into it. So as you are preparing for marriage, you're
Ask
preparing
these
to, yeah.
questions.
So just there are so many other
Questions
questions,
like we can't
like
undo
many,
everything,
many.
but
So
this
these
is
are just the
it
few ones that we ask ourselves that helped
that
us.
helped
So
us.
if you
Yeah.
can meet someone else and they will tell you some certain questions
Questions they
also,
also ask
that does not mean
themselves.
they are not correct. They're perfectly correct. There
Yeah.
are no some things we might be missing out, but these are just the few
Few
ones
ones that we
we
asked
just
ourselves.
share with you guys.
Okay.
So,
So thank you so much for watching today's video.
so make sure you like this video and make sure you
Comment,
share
share this
and
video,
just say something under the
subscribe.
comments. Just say something.
Okay, and then if you are married already, can you also comment the questions you asked your partner before you got married? Let's hear the questions, okay? But for us, these are the questions we asked ourselves before we got married.
Mm.
Alright guys, see you in our next video. Bye.